Hello, doll friends. We're back, and today I'm going to share with you a very special Sanitary Fair doll. We have enjoyed seeing other Sanitary Fair dolls in this session of World Doll Day celebration, and a lot of people don't realize that the Sanitary Commission went from the 1860s into about 1890 and ultimately morphed into the American Red Cross. So with a long history of needing to have funding, sanitary fairs continued on after the Civil War conflict because the needs of the veterans didn't end when the war ended. So funding has to happen, and that happens in fairs. So here we have a very well-made pasteboard box. This is very durable. And when we open the lid, we see the name of Bertha Carter Munson. And that is lovely. But the thing that's really lovely is the tradition of the Sanitary Fair dolls having wardrobes. And let me tell you, this, as someone who sews, this is some of the most beautiful clothing I've ever seen, and the genius of the use of fabrics and scale, this is second to none. And it's not only that, it's the millinery, which is fantastic. All of the beautiful hats. Now, the thing about this is, this could be done today, but it's finding all of these beautiful trims and the time that it would take to make things like the gaiters here to go with this winter costume. And we've talked about costume balls. So here you have if you go down here, you can see the stars of the fairy princess dress. And then this piece, I think this is fantastic. It's a coat dress with a vest built in. And then look at the detail of the skirt on this dress, which they've used strips of ribbon to create extra texture. And something that is often ignored by current collectors as important, the beautiful miniature crochet work. And look at those tassels, they're just fantastic. And then this piece I think is absolutely gorgeous. Again, beautifully ruched and fabulous lace. And like a lot of wardrobe dolls, you can see that the lace on all of these costumes, it's the same. They didn't use a mix of lace, but somehow how it's applied, it looks completely different. And then here again, a very creative hat. And then this one I love too, with this beautiful ribbon, which we would love to have about 150 yards of that. And just because she's little and there are all these beautiful dresses, there needs to be the proper undergarments, or lingerie as they called it then. So she has a slip with built-in panties, and I believe that this is her nightgown. So it's probably one of the most beautiful wardrobes for an all-bis doll that you're going to see. And I think this is very interesting. Look at that. They all come out. It's really beautifully put together. So it would be this would have been easily lost. It could have been lost. That it stayed together is fantastic. And now I have to show you, because I know you're all waiting to see the girl herself. And it's a beautiful, what we would call a mignonette. And I haven't spent that much time, touching these clothes because I want to keep them in good condition. But they're very crispy. They've never really been handled. So I would imagine that somebody bought this at a sanitary fair in the late 1880s, put it away, never played with it, They did their part to help the veterans, and it was put away and forgotten for us to enjoy all these years later. And I just dropped a shoe. So we'll have to go and find that. But hey, the shoe fell off. We might as well take a look at her little beautiful bare feet. And I would think, my guess on, we're not going to address it so we can find identifying marks, but I would say that this is probably an early Kestner. Bye-bye, doll friends. We'll be back.
Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button.